What's up, you guys? Slim here at Team Symmetry, here to bring you guys the next episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I told you guys, we were going to do it on Dino Rabbit. Now, we've so far have gone through Dark World, Yugioh, and Agents of different, all different variations. The reason why we're doing Rabbit next is the main reason is that Rabbit has been reprinted. For people who didn't know, the new Hanzo tin has given you guys new Rabbits, new tour guides, has also given you access in other cards such as Lagia and Dolka. They both have come through, which is really nice. So the deck is, believe it or not, budget now. One of the most powerful decks of all time is now budget. It's kind of crazy to think that the furry little rabbits that used to be fetch over $100 a piece are now mere dollars. They're like $5 a piece max, if even that. So this deck is very budget now. Now, does this mean a lot of people are going to be running the deck? I don't know. I feel that Dino Rabbit is good. It's still really good. But I feel that it really did slow down since losing a rabbit and losing a tour guide. However, I feel that it still has the potential to do well in the format because the deck is still good. The deck still can open rabbit and then go tour guide next turn. It's not impossible, it's just not as consistent as it used to be. So if you look at this deck list, this is the deck list that Bo Tang took to a top 8 finish at YCS Providence. I decided to just use this and this only because this was the most recent Dino Rabbit that topped. And the reason why I'm using this is because it's extremely standard. His build was very standard and to the point, and that's why I feel it did so well. Dino Rabbit is simple. If you open with Rabbit, you summon it, hopefully it doesn't get Veilered, and you go to your Lagia turn 1, set your back row, end your turn. Very simple plays. You can also start your plays off if you don't open Rabbit with powerful plays like Thunder King, setting a Snowman, summoning a Tour Guide, getting out a Sangan, or even summoning Sabersaurus. The reason why I say Sabersaurus is a 1900 beater, so I mean, unless they want to crash with Thunder King or something, they're going to have a hard time getting around it unless they have cards like Forbidden Lance, or if they waste a Book of Moon or something on it. So my whole thoughts on Dino Rabbit now is what's good about it. What's good about it is that the stun factor of Rabbit, being able to go Rabbit into your Caboozles or your Sabersauruses and going into Lagia or Dolka is amazing. Turn 1, that's amazing. Setting your back row, since you do run a lot of back row, helps too. If you look at this back row lineup, it's really, really efficient. It runs all the best traps. It runs only one warning. That was his personal choice. And it runs a Starlight Road to protect everything. You have plenty of protection through Lagia and through Starlight Road. Like literally, like it's almost impossible for your opponent to get through everything. They have to minus so much in order to get through. Plus, you run a lot of power cards. Like I said, Thunder King is an amazing power card. So is BLS and so is Gores. So by running cards like that, you already are controlling the game. You can also run hand traps. He chose to only run effect Veilers. He decided to side the Max C's. I guess the reason being is that he felt that Max C was only efficient against Windup. These days, it's more effective against Atlanteans as well as other decks special summon a lot. So that's what's good about it. It's extremely simple and it's standard and it's very simple stun. The stun factor is amazing. What makes the deck broken is that you can make cards like Lagia and Dolka. Lagia being a Solemn Judgment and Dolka being Divine Wrath. I mean, that's just really amazing. About this deck is that it has been amazing since it first came out and was the #1 most played deck of the entire format, last format. Now, moving on to what's bad about it. What's bad about it is that Dino Rabbit can suffer from what every deck suffers from that I've said in every single video. Bad hands. Sometimes you'll draw all the vanillas. Literally. Like, you won't draw all 6, maybe, but you'll open, like, double Caboozles, double Sabersaurus, and it's just all bad. Because already one of your rabbits is dead, and that's what kind of sucks. Now, the thing is that you can play around that. Like, you can summon the Caboozles and the Sabersauruses, and you can play around it by protecting them with back row. But I really don't like the idea of having to minus myself in the process. Like, if I can get my Lagia off, good. If I can't, then I have to play a different strategy. So I feel that that's where Dino Rabbit can suffer, is that it can draw really, really bad. And sometimes a lot of cards can be dead. Like, the rabbits can be dead later on in the game if you didn't open with them. The tour guide plays won't be as efficient. Like, if you don't have a rabbit removed, it's not the best play. Like, you can make a Zen mains, and that's about it. Depending on the situation. That's one of the other reasons. I think one of the reasons why the deck doesn't do as well is that since it's slowed down a lot, you have to add new cards. You have to add Snowman Eaters, Thunder Kings. I mean, Thunder Kings have been ran before, but nowadays Snowman Eater is being included in the main. And that's taking the place of cards like Jurek Guaiba, which used to be ran. Guaiba's really just inefficient right now because of all the big monsters in decks. How horrible it would be to summon a Jurek Guaiba and attack into a face-down Yugioh armor, take 200, and they get a search. You're pretty much done at that point. And it used to be you had to main deck 3 Lances in order to protect your Jurek Guaiba, but now that you don't have to, I feel that the deck has to play a stun-based version with Thunder Kings and Snowmans, if not other cards, in order to combat the meta. Now, I would say the last thing that's really bad about this deck is that since your main play is to open Rabbit, like I said, if you don't open Rabbit, Tour Guide, or Thunder King, you're in a really tough situation because you have to set or summon a dinosaur, or you have to just hope that your Veilers or Gores go off. And having to do that can make the deck really inefficient. But at the same time, like I said, the deck does have its charm in the fact that it is an amazingly perfectly good stun deck. And you stun your opponent through Rabbit, through Tour Guides, through Veilers, everything. And you do all that to really perfect your plays. And I feel that that's what makes the deck still really good. Boateng proved that the deck can still be ran and can still make a difference and a big impact in the meta. The thing is that simplicity is key when it comes to Dino Rabbit. I don't think teching Dino Rabbit out is really what makes it good. I feel that the reason why Dino Rabbit did so well last format is that there was a standard build, and if you ran that build, you were going to do well, and I fully believe in that, and I feel that that's why the deck did so well, and that's why I feel the deck still has potential in this format. My last thoughts would be, will the new Evolsaur Archetype make the deck really good? The Heliotrophs and the new XYZs? I do believe so. I believe that Vers is the way it used to be called in the OCG. Vers Lagia, Evolsaur Lagia, whatever you want to call it. The new variants of it's Evil Sworn, my bad. The new Evil Sworns are going to make the deck really, really good, and I feel that that's what's going to give the deck its hype again, its potential again. So I feel that the deck is budget. It's a really good deck to pick up if you're just starting out because the deck runs very simple. It's extremely easy to use, and you can really just protect your monsters with a lot of good back row. One thing I also like about this deck is its ability to main deck cards like Macrocosmos. Seeing as though Atlanteans are going to be big, Dark Worlds were big, and decks that rely on the graveyard are big, being able to main cards like Macrocosmos and D-Fish really give you the advantage over your opponent. Being able to side them in and not have to hurt your own deck is amazing too, because you can trade hand traps like Max C for Macrocosmos against decks like Insectors and Dark World, and you can trade cards like Effect Veiler for cards like Dust Tornado and cards like Level Limit Area to be to shut down big decks. You can also include cards like Fossil Dino, which will, in a sense, not hurt you as much as you think because you can use Dyna efficiently and win games because of it. So I feel that this deck has a lot of flexibility, and that's what I like about it, is that the deck is extremely simple. There's not a lot to know about it, and that all you need to do is play the deck properly and make the most optimal play at the best time. And I feel that that's why Rabbit will still be considered a good deck in the format. It's definitely not one of the top decks right now, but I feel that over time, and when the new Archetype becomes legal, the Evil Sworns, I believe is how it's said, I could be wrong, but the new Archetype for Dino Rabbit will definitely, hopefully take it to the next level. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like Dino Rabbit? Do you hate Dino Rabbit? I know a lot of people hate Dino Rabbit, and I think they're happy the deck kind of got nerfed a little, but I feel the deck is still playable. Do you think the deck is still playable? Do you think that this is the right variant to run? Do you think that running different cards in its place would be better? Just comment below and let me know what you guys think, because I ran Dino Rabbit all last format, and I ran standard Dino Rabbit. I never teched it. I never did anything. I made it extremely simple, and that's what really helped me do well the last format. So I'm hoping to do that again as soon as the new variant of Rabbit is released. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thumbs up the video, 150, 200 plus likes for the next episode. The next episode will most likely be on Gladiator Beasts or GKs or whatever. Just comment below with what you guys want. I am definitely going to try to take that into account. I am building GBs as we speak, so it probably will be Gladiator Beasts. I have to do a lot of research. I have not touched upon Gladiator Beasts in a while, but I'm hoping it's a good episode for you guys. And also, I will be at San Jose Regionals tomorrow, so thumbs up if you're going. I'll be doing some recording there, deck profiles, and just some fun little vlog stuff, so I hope that you guys will enjoy those videos. And just thumbs up this video, and we will continue the segment. I'm glad that this is proving to be probably one of the most successful segments here on my channel. So thumbs up the video, you guys, and let me know your thoughts on Dino Rabbit. That's all I gotta say, you guys. Thank you for watching.